Back in 2022, Hurricane Ian hit our area. It devastated Fort Myers Beach and Sanibel Island. At that time, I had 4 projects on the island and another 4 or 5 projects on Fort Myers Beach. The causeway was washed out. Emergency services weren't letting people on Fort Myers Beach, so we procured some boats and went and checked out both islands for our clients. Total destruction. Landmarks washed out to sea, gone. Here we are 3-4 years later, and we're still experiencing the effects of the storm. Still rebuilding, homeowners still fighting with insurance companies. But I was reminded of a project that we picked up, just a little small project. We had a big heart for this couple. They lived on the beach. Next to their house, they had what we called the purple cottage, for obvious reasons. A little cottage that was painted purple. And they used that cottage for their friends and family that would come visit them. They'd have their own place to stay. That purple cottage was a wood piling house with a wood frame structure. It was built in the 60s. Storm came through, washed out, structure stronger than that one. You look at that thing, it's like, how is it still there? The wood pilings, when the storm came through, the wood pilings had shifted a foot and the building was back racked like so. But it was still standing. So we took on that project. We raised that house, put a new structure underneath it. We re-racked it, put a new roof on it. We made it code compliant, and it's being used today. In regard to still strong, that's the kind of strength that I'm tapping into with this brand, with this community that I'm trying to build, and with the podcast. Not the kind of strength that you look at that and wow, of course it stood. It's strong. Look how well it's built. Not when you look at a guy and say, okay, yeah, of course he can handle that. Look at his finances. Look how he carries himself. The kind of strength that has inspired me, and the kind of strength that I'm tapping into is still strong, is that purple cottage. When you say, hey, how is that thing still here? But it is. You can't explain it. It's still here. It's still strong. Those stories and people like that have always inspired me. When you look and you be like, how is that person not breaking? How is that person still hanging on? They shouldn't be, but yet somehow they still are. So that's where we're going with the still strong. Faint yet pursuing. Weak, fragile, yet somehow still here, still hanging on, still strong.